The last tool of managing a life transition is the one that drew me in to begin with, and the one that undergirds all the others. It's updating your personal story. If a transition is the process of making ourselves whole again, repairing our life story is the crown jewel of that process. The story is the one part of a transition that ties together all the other parts. I used to be that. Then I went through a change. Now I am this. There can be risks in personal storytelling. Sometimes we use our life story to beat ourselves up or hold ourselves back. It's all my fault. I'll never be happy. But the upsides of personal storytelling far outweigh the traps. Storytelling allows us to take life events that are exceptional, unforeseen, or otherwise out of the ordinary, and convert them into meaningful, manageable chapters in the ongoing theater of our lives. Here are 3 tips I've identified to help you tell a more effective life story. 1. Use past tense. Put some distance between who you are today and who you were when your story veered off course. Instead of constantly talking about yourself as still feeling overwhelmed or confused, start referring to those feelings as happening in the past. When that happened, I felt stuck. Now I'm beginning to feel unstuck. Stories are made of language and words. Use words that help you confirm your progress. 2. Make pigs fly. The author John Steinbeck used to sign his name in books with a quirky logo of a pig with wings. His explanation? We must all try to attain the heavens even though we're bound to earth. The same applies to our own stories. The more we're able to conjure up a future that seems out of reach, the more we're able to reach for it. Pigs are going to show up in our lives. Make yours fly. 3. Nail the ending. Narrative psychologists have found that stories are more effective when they have redemptive endings. The event may be positive or negative, but the story ends upbeat. Winning that award was great, but I was especially touched I could share the recognition with my colleagues. My father's death was long and painful, but it brought our family closer. The larger point is worth emphasizing. We have a choice in how we tell our life story. We don't write it in permanent ink. There are no points for consistency or even accuracy. We can change it at any time for any reason, including one as simple as making ourselves feel better. After all, a primary function of our life story is to allow us to place difficult experiences firmly in the past and take from them something beneficial that will help us thrive in the future. Only when that happens will we know our transition is complete. And how will you know when that happens? It's a fairly simple feeling. And it's not the feeling of ending at all. It's the feeling of beginning. It's the feeling that you're ready to plunge back into the woods, dive back into the waters, jump back into life. You're ready to dream another dream and to utter the most spellbinding, life-affirming words we can utter. The words that suggest a new story is coming, maybe even a fairy tale. Once upon a time.